What's up, guys? Welcome to July's episode of Building Whitetails. We're at the end of the month and we're going to be going over where I'm putting cameras right now to get inventory of bucks on my farm and also Aaron's farm here. We're going to be putting up the new Link S Dart camera. Really excited about this. So let's dive into a couple locations where I'm putting cameras to really find those bucks here at the end of July.
I've said it before, you'll hear me say it again, I will continue to say it. Help the deer do what deer want to do.
Back in the episode where we talked about mineral and how to get nutrients into your deer herd, right here is where we put it. It's on a natural pinch point. We've got bedding far back behind us here. Actually, I shouldn't say far, it's not that far, but it goes a ways. It funnels in right here and it goes out to a clover plot. If you remember, we touched on clover being a way to, man, the mosquitoes, jeez. That'll probably make the video. Clover is a really nutrient-rich legume, so we did some soil testing, made sure our soil levels are really good over there, so that the clover was maximizing nutrient uptake to give it to the deer as they were browsing on it on their way out to the ag fields. If mineral is not a legal thing in your state, clover is a great thing to put in to boost mineral intake in your deer herd. So we're here, where we're at, mineral is legal, so we went ahead and put a mineral site right here. So we're kind of stacking the benefits on top of each other. So we've got geography, pinching the deer into their corridor, mineral to hone them in as they go out to the clover. If mineral was not legal in our state and this mineral site was not here, this would still be a great location for a camera just because of the way this pinches in, goes out to our clover and still the ag fields. We didn't put it, we just willy-nilly dump a mineral site and put a camera over it. Do it with strategy in mind. You don't want to dump your mineral site in the back of your bedding area. You want it to be somewhere that's very non-intrusive. But the handy thing about the cell cams is you can add a little bit of intrusiveness into your game plan. I'll drive a tractor in, a four-wheeler, a pickup, something like that, hang my camera and get out, and I won't have to go in there for a long time. These are very powerful tools to use in our arsenal, but it's really important to be manager first and don't blow your deer out. Deer season's coming up. I mean, it's 44 days away for us almost. Yeah, 44 days away is opening day of deer season. We got some great bucks on these farms. We do not want to be blowing them out right now. We want them to make sure that this is home, this is where they feel safe. We don't want to change that so that we can maximize our opportunities on the opening day of season to harvest some of these bucks. All right, guys, so we're on my farm, and what we're looking for is during this time of the year is bucks they're bedding super close to their feed, and my feed is back over here behind me. Bedding is just up here in front of me. I'm coming in with a cell cam, mainly because this is the only time I want to come into this location during this portion of the season in regards to bucks' movement patterns. Right now they're going to be bedding really close to food, and they're not going to be moving very far. So this right here behind me is the #1 traffic location in regards to whitetail movement on my property. So I'm putting up a cell cam, and the deer they can feed right, they can feed left, they can feed straight, but so far I've been able to capture pretty much every deer that comes through my farm just off of this one location. And geography is what's doing that for us. Deer are naturally lazy. They're gonna go the path of least resistance most of the time. And there's a few things that you can do to actually benefit that in your favor if you watch some previous Building Whitetails episodes. So we're gonna throw up the new Link S Dart. Really excited about this camera. It's got the solar pack on it. It's got an 80-foot flash range, 90-foot detection range. Some really neat features in this camera. So I'm gonna set this camera up pointed directly at this opening in my grass, which is where this dry pond dam, you'll hear me refer to that in past episodes, leads over to my food. It's where I shot goalposts last year, is just across this dry pond dam from here. So, you know, guys, you hear people talk about don't set your trail cameras up pointing into the sun. It's pretty much inevitable that I have to do it in this location, but 90% of my deer activity right here is in the evenings and during the night. So morning activity is not high. So I'm gonna set this camera up. Yes, it's gonna be facing into the sun slightly, but that's okay. It's just kind of a sacrifice I'm gonna have to make. Otherwise, if I set on the other side, facing to the west, then I would have sun in the camera all evening long while I'm trying to get pictures of deer coming over into the feed. So we're gonna set this camera up facing east, do the best I can to get it out of the way of the sun, but just know that that's gonna be kind of part of the game for this specific location. There's a lot you can do in regards to setting cameras up facing, whether it's north, whether it's facing south, under some overhanging trees, things like that, to keep the sun out of your pictures. But in this location, this is what we're gonna do because that's what we're set up with. And we've been getting great intel off this camera and off this location site, so we're just gonna keep going with it.